Alright everybody, hello, my name is Dan, and welcome to another video. Today I am very excited, okay? I'm sorry if the image/audio is pretty crappy. I'm using a different camera, and I'm also driving currently, so yeah, I guess fucking deal with it. But today is a very special video, because today is January 30th, 2026. And it is the official release of the Iron Lung movie, Markiplier, Iron Lung, baby! I'm so excited. I'm so damn excited for this. It's not even funny. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how this whole movie happened, man. First of all, Markiplier, alright? First movie he's, actually, directed. Took him, 3 years or something. This is a legit, blockbuster movie. Tons of funding in it, right? And when he announced it, okay, it was only showing in, I think, I don't know, 20, 30 theaters across the US, right? I looked when he announced it, and I think the closest, I live in Connecticut, literally, dead center of Connecticut, and the closest showing to me was, I think, in, New York, or maybe even, New Jersey, something crazy, right? Hours of driving, and I'm like, alright, well, I guess I'm not seeing this movie in theaters, that'd be cool. I check, he posted another video, that one of him, crying, talking about, how crazy this whole situation is. I'm going to see this fucking movie, it's a 20-minute drive. I literally just got off my shift at work, and I'm going to see this movie. That is insane! That's crazy to me! Just one YouTuber. That's I mean, I know he obviously wasn't the only one that, helped and, did stuff, but, that's just crazy. This is a legit movie. And I don't even really know a whole lot about Iron Lung, the game. What I do know is it's a sci-fi kind of thing, right? He's in a submarine, ocean full of blood, right? Every person, every planet just disappears, right? And then, he's just in this submarine, this rickety submarine, looking for scraps of humanity, I guess. I just think that is such a cool concept, because after, this whole movie, after I got hyped for it and stuff, I went and looked at, the games, or, the game. I watched Markiplier play the game, and there really is not much to it, but that universe has so much potential, and I just think it's cool that we're kind of getting to see that potential become something. I think that's awesome. And I don't even really get hyped for movies like that. This is the first movie review I've ever done, right? The only movies I've really gotten hyped for, ever, was, the Avengers ones, which are literally just, Infinity War, Endgame, just because that's, it was everybody. The FNAF movies, just because it's FNAF, and Minecraft, just because it's Minecraft. That's really it, as far as movies I've actually been hyped to see. There's a lot of movies I've watched that are good, right? But none that I've spent the time to actually want to, go see in theaters, right? Those are really the only ones. And now there's Iron Lung. And, yeah, I mean, most of it is just because it's Markiplier. It's, it's the Markiplier movie. But, again, it just does seem just such a cool world. And I love horror stuff, too. I hope it's, legit scary. I don't even know who the rest of the cast is, right? I don't know if he got, other YouTubers for it, or if he got, what's it called? Actors. I don't know why I can remember the word for actors. I heard there was even a popcorn bucket for this movie. I want to see if I can get my hands on that, see what that's all about. And also, I think it's kind of stupid, right? I didn't know that movie theaters did this. I'm seeing this on the 30th, okay? That's the official date that was said and that was advertised everywhere. But, I was seeing clips today of people saying they already saw it. There's already a Moist Critical video today saying that he saw it. And then I see a clip of, Markiplier at, their premieres and stuff. I'm how, did I miss it? No, it's just theaters do that. They just release it a day early, a bunch of movies they do that with. And it's just if you know, you know, which I think is kind of stupid. I'm still gonna say I saw this movie day one, because that's just dumb. So that's my whole intro bit, I guess. That's why I'm seeing this movie. That's why I'm so hyped, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna watch it, and I am going to do a spoiler-free review first, and then I'll let you guys know, and I'll do my real review of the movie. And I'm gonna try very hard to not let my bias get in the way. The only biases that I could possibly have at this point is the fact that I've been super hyped for like the past month. And then the only other thing I've heard is that one of my boys said that he heard it was kinda ass. I will not let other people's opinions sway me. I will not let my own hype sway me. I will give you a legitimate review of the movie. I hope it's really good, but if the movie is ass, I will not hide it, okay? I promise. I pinky promise. So, I'm about 20 minutes away, so I'll be back with the actual review. Let y'all know how it is. Okay. It is currently 1:06 in the morning, January 31st. I like that movie a lot. I will say, probably not going to be everybody's cup of tea. It's not really a traditional horror movie. Much more psychological than like jump scare or like anything like that. The movie, it has this thing. It's like it makes you feel like you're going insane, but in just like the craziest, like cool cinematic way possible. Hold on, I'm gonna call up Wyatt because that's who I was talking to about it earlier. Yo.
Just watched the movie.
I just finished the movie.
How was it?
It was okay. I liked it a lot. I liked it a lot.
A horror movie?
It's okay. Yes and no. Like, it is definitely a horror movie, but it's not in the traditional, like, it is, like, much more psychological. Like, that movie made me feel like I was going crazy. But, like, in a good way. You know what I'm saying?
It was fucking with your head.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, I feel like the middle part is probably the best. Like, the beginning of it is very slow, and then the ending of it is just, like, also pretty, but the yeah.
Does
good.
it like kind of follow the game at all?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you know the game. There's not really much to go off of.
Yeah, alright, is there anyone other than fucking Markiplier?
Yeah, he's not the only person in it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's other like
Is
voices
there other
and shit.
people in the submarine, or is it just him?
Oh no, it's just him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but there are other people in the movie.
How good is his acting? Like, can you separate Markiplier the YouTuber and Markiplier the actor?
Yeah, sometimes it's a little difficult, but yeah. No, for the most part, yeah. Well, because there's some parts in it where it's like there's a lot of tension, right? And he'll just say like a Markiplier thing. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it'll be a very tense moment, and then he'll say something like that I just can only hear Markiplier saying, and it kind of like brings me out of it.
If you weren't someone that watched Markiplier, like say you had one of your parents watch it, would you think he's just a regular actor?
Yeah, if I didn't know who Markiplier was, then yeah, it's good quality, man.
Would you rate it out of 10?
I'm trying to not be biased here. I would say like solid 8.5.
It's not bad.
Like, it's a very good movie.
Like,
The what?
is the writing good? Like the cohesion? Like, because I also know nothing about this movie other than like the game it's based off of.
You'd have to watch it. It actually just like fucks with your head. Like, it makes sense, but it doesn't. I don't know how to explain it. No spoiler review. I would say, if you like Markiplier, definitely go watch it. Okay, really cool seeing him on the big screen. Go watch it. I think it's still good, even if you don't even know who that is. I think it's actually just a good movie. Now here come the spoilers. Okay, here's the real shit. Holy fucking shit! This movie was fucking with my head so much, dude. Like, I'm trying to remember. Because I think that's kind of how it is in the games, too, where it's like, you're low on oxygen and, like, all the fucking pools coming in, and you're like, how am I not dead? Why am I not dead? Right? I think it's so cool how they kind of put that into the movie. But like, it makes a lot more sense in the movie than it does in the game. This is another thing what I mean by like, it makes sense, but it doesn't. It doesn't really make sense how he's still alive, but it makes sense because he's delirious. He's, you know, you don't even really know what's real and what's not. And that's what I mean. Some people might hate that, but I love it. It's such a, you get to really get into Simon's shoes. That motherfucker's going insane. You feel like you're going insane right along with him. You're like, what the fuck is happening? I love right at the start too, the whole thing with like the X-ray, right? I don't know if, I haven't done like that much research on the game. I don't know if they say that anywhere, but yeah, it makes sense. Like, you can't take pictures in blood. It's got to be X-ray. But also, you know, he's panicking. They won't talk. It's one of those things where I don't feel like either of them were like that and they're wrong. How was he supposed to know that? He was just panicking. He was just fucking hitting buttons and shit, trying to get attention, and then it has some dramatic fucking consequence. And also, it's these little details too about like when Simon and that chick, I think her name is Ava, like when they're talking at the window, and she just keeps like wiping the blood off the glass. Like she does that like 4 times, and it's just such a like menacing detail. There's the thing when his fucking arm gets ripped off. Are you kidding me? It's like, holy fucking hell. And again, I don't know what any of that means. It's just fucking cool. Like, is the blood like alive or something? Oh my god. Here's my favorite line. My favorite line of the whole thing is when he's talking to like that phantom lady or whatever, right? And because, you know, the whole story of it is like, you know, the quiet rapture, right? All the planets just disappear. The only thing that's left is those space stations, right? And Simon is just like, you know, wouldn't it make a whole lot more sense if just the space stations disappeared and they're all wondering where we're at? That line is so fucking hard. Because, like, yeah, it's just 2 different branches of reality. The branch that most people would see is the space station disappearing, right? That leaves the most people alive. They're from the universe where it's like, where do those fucking space stations go? That actually makes so much goddamn sense. And that's one of those things, too, that I love, is that this game had so much potential, right? Like, there's so many pieces of things that could be made into something great, and I think that's what this movie has done. Like, so many things that you would never think about just playing the game, and so much of that is utilized in this movie. Now, I will say, there are some, you know, I know I've been sucking this movie's dick, alright, but there is some issues, okay? It's not perfect. The pacing is very odd. You know, like I said, the beginning of the movie is actually just like really slow. Like, there's not really a whole lot happening. You're kind of just, you know, I think that might be a thing just if you know Iron Lung, you're like, okay, yeah, I get it, right? Just, it takes a while for it to really like get going. I think when it really starts to get going is like, you know, when he gets lost the first time and he's like, you know, he's fucking locked in, he's doing all this shit, right? And you're like, oh yeah, I'm fucking pumped. And then, you know, when the ghost lady hits, that shit's crazy. I think when it started to kind of go back off the rails was like right after, you know, Simon and Ava, like they kind of introduced themselves, you know, funnily, like probably 2 hours in the movie. That's another cool detail. Yeah, they didn't even know each other's names for like the entire movie. It just adds to this fucking like ominous, you know, he's lower than them. Just this whole kind of thing. Sorry, I got off track. Shit. But yeah, that whole, you know, the climax itself, like the very end of the movie, great. Phenomenal, okay? But in that like 10 minutes when they're trying to get there, it just feels very, I don't know how to explain it. It's just there's a lot going on, and there's already been like a lot going on for the movie. It's just like, oh, you know, just more shit, just getting to the ending. But then there's a thing where the arm falls off, you know, he gets fucking, when the blood starts coming up, right? That final, like, those final, like, few frames of him, like, at the top, right, trying to breathe, it's like, that shit was creepy as fuck. I know this, like, one of my other little things is that this is a horror movie, but, like, it's not traditional, like, horror. Like, I'm not, like, a huge movie person, okay? The only movies that I will, like, find and just watch, like, on Netflix are usually, like, horror movies. Like, I watched this one, I forgot what it was called. It had Allison Brie, and like some dude, and it was like they found some magical pit in the fucking forest, and then they like over the movie they like merged together. It sounds weird when I explain it, but yeah, that was one of those movies. I mean, that's not a great movie. I just watched it because Allison Brie's in it, and she's in Community. I love Community. It's like my favorite show. That's not a great movie, but even that movie had some shit that was like freaked me the fuck out. Like, if you've seen the movie, there's that one where Allison's character is like on the ground next to me. Like, I hate uncanny shit like that. I had to look away from the screen when I fucking watched that. I'm like, oh my fucking god, oh my god, oh my god. Like, I'd never had to do that with this movie. It's not a traditional horror in that aspect of just like, I need to look away, I can't handle this shit. But it's really like a psychological thing. It's fucking cool. I just got really off track again. God damn it. There's just so much shit going through here. But yeah, the arm falls off. There's that final scene. The final scene where he's looking up through the thing. That was probably the closest I got to like, you know, truly horror. Damn, I gotta finish this shit on my phone. But that was the closest I got to like true horror. That scene was great. And then obviously you gotta have the big fucking fish at the end chomp down. That was so cool. I thought there might be more after that, but it makes sense that was like the final thing. That's how that shit ends. And we're left with zero closure, which, you know, I mean, I can't see there being a sequel. I think there was no better way to end that movie than the most iconic thing from that game being the ending, that you know, finishing the whole thing. And we're not left with answers. We are just left to assume that like all of the other people in like the SM-8 and like all these other submarines that they lied about and they tried to cover up, that Simon's ship was just another one of those, just left at the fucking bottom of the ocean, right? It seems like Ava and Simon had a real connection, but who knows? Ava's done this many, many times. Maybe that's how she is with every other fucking prisoner and shit. We have no idea, but I fucking love that. I feel like if we did have an idea, if he had like the, you know, textbook good ending of like, we fucking, you know, I got this data, right? I got the thing, we're going back to the surface, right? The movie would lose a lot. But yeah, this movie's great. If you're watching this part of it, then, you know, and you have your own opinion. But my opinion is this movie is fantastic. And I really hope I'm just not biased in that shit, right? Even if I fucking am, come fight me, bruh. I fucking loved this movie. I'm gonna watch it again. I don't know how many fucking times, but I'm gonna watch it again. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. It's 2 in the morning. I gotta go to bed. I got shit to do tomorrow.